Well, who would have ever thought that these could kill you? Let's review Slaxx. Slaxx stars Romain Dennis, Brett Donahue, Sihar Bojani, and is directed by Elza Kiefert. What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new 2021 review. This movie, I think, technically came out in 2020, but it just came to Shudder, and I didn't really know much about it in 2020, so I'm including it in my 2021 tally. Yeah, this is a movie called Slaxx. I tell you, there's no premise that is safe from the horror genre. Just when you thought that the idea well had run dry, we have killer genes.
I'm so totally excited I could just die.
It's finally here, guys. We have killer jeans. And I think this is an irresistible premise too, because everybody loves a nice pair of jeans, you know? I have so many different pairs in my closet right over there, but I tend to constantly wear these particular ones right here that have holes in the knees. Both knees have holes in them, but they're just so damn comfortable. I can't help it. I constantly tend to go back to these jeans. So when I go out in public, people think that I'm homeless. They really think that I'm homeless. But that's the price we pay for comfortable jeans. But anyway, quick plot synopsis. There's this department store called CCC, and there's this new employee called Libby. Actually, her and Shruti, they both are new employees. And everything seems normal and hunky-dory. But then all of a sudden there's these jeans, this new line that's going to be debuting the very next day at 8 a.m. So, you know, the regional management and everybody's going crazy to get everything set up for this debut. And the jeans, they form fit directly to whoever's wearing them, their body. You know, they were made in this secret lab, I guess. But as we all know, the jeans literally start killing people. In the first case of this, we have this one character who goes and she steals the pair of jeans. They literally form to her body, but they keep tightening up. And the scene is pretty gruesome. She's in the bathroom and, you know, blood just starts coming out. It's really, really gnarly. So right away, I'm like, oh, damn, they're not holding back in terms of blood. This is definitely for Shudder. Us horror fans, we love our Shudder, right? Keeps that blood flowing. But eventually, the character Libby, you know, she finds this body and she notices what's going on. So she freaks out and she does what anybody would do. And so she reaches out to the store manager, Craig, who's trying his damnedest to get that regional manager job. The lengths that this guy will go through to get this regional manager job.
Should we call the police?
We can't. We're in lockdown.
What if there's a killer out there?
Are you afraid there's a killer out there?
Yeah.
She tells him, you know, shows him the body and everything, and he's just like, let's just hide it, you know, because I need to get this promotion. And so that kind of gives you an idea of the kind of characters that you're dealing with. And this movie, on its own, could be just a fun, dark comedy, you know, with just the simple idea of Slaxx killing you, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. You could take movies like Chopping Mall, which is really just a superficial face value type of film, and an hour and a half later, you could walk out happy. But what I really like about this movie is about midway in, you know, you get to learn the backstory of why these jeans are happening. And really there's a message there in terms of the dangers of consumerism and capitalism and people just not caring. You know, they just want to get that latest product, and they will do whatever they can to get that latest product, including step over people. You know, this made me think of Black Friday, how we have become a very apathetic society, you know, and especially during the holiday season and the shopping season, which this doesn't even take place during the holiday season. But it's just about what, you know, capitalism and consumerism can do to a person. And what do you do when you put a little horror antidote into that story? And just to something as simple as jeans killing people. I was getting vibes from Child's Play on this too. And that'll give you a little wink into how these genes end up becoming an evil killer. There's definitely some experimentation going on in the lab. That's all I'll say. But I was really satisfied with the way the whole thing ended. The character Libby is really the only one that seems normal and sane and not so self-centered and just constantly thinking of herself and her promotion and whatever. You know, she's a good-hearted person. And this is the type of character that we need in a movie like this. Somebody to latch onto, and she's definitely something to latch onto. Because most of the characters, they're like Craig, you know, they're just really selfish, and they don't care about anything outside of themselves. And they're just kind of hooked into the latest trends, which is another aspect that I see in like society today. Everybody has to be up to date with the latest trends, you know, and if it's on social media, we have to make sure that we're part of the clique or whatever it is, and that is definitely dealt with in this movie. But now let's get into the Carnage Candy, because there's some good kills in this, and there's some creativity as well. You know, you're gonna have scenes where it's just really, really bloody, but then you're also gonna have scenes where it's, you know, it seems like it's very simple. You know, there's one scene where the character is walking in the jeans and they just do this like little twist motion, and it gets the job done. You know, but I like creativity in a horror movie, and I don't necessarily have to have buckets of blood in every freaking scene. It's nice, but creativity more importantly. And also there's some fun, dark comedy in this too as well. There's this like dance number that goes on. Let's just say the jeans, they have an affinity for like Indian pop music. Yes, you heard that right. Indian pop music. I would even consider this like an Indian slasher. There's a lot of love for the Indian community in this movie. I like that. And there's this like CEO guy, and he looked really familiar. And I realized that he played this guy Harold that was in American Psycho. And you're gonna draw heavy comparisons to American Psycho in terms of the characters in this movie. But funny enough, his name in this movie is also Harold, which I got a kick out of. That's kind of cool. Like maybe it's the same guy. Like maybe this is a shared universe with American Psycho. I think I'm on to you, Elza. I think I'm on to you. But guys, definitely check this one out. It surprised me. I would give it a purchase worthy, you know? The only con I would say is that it was like 77 minutes long. They could have maybe delved a little bit deeper into some of the characters, maybe Libby. But overall, I still got the gist of what everyone was about in the movie, and I got the overall gist of the point of the movie, which is the most important thing. And I loved the point of this movie. And by the end of it, you'll be happy because, you know, it does tend to go a little bit deeper. It's not just Killer Slaxx. They should make a movie called Killer Boots.
Yeah! Killer Boots, man! Pull your vehicle to the side of the road!
It made me think of that scene in Dumb and Dumber where Jim Carrey's like, Killer Boots, man! You know, they were so close. So anyway, guys, definitely check this out on Shudder. Let me know your thoughts on Slaxx. Looking forward to hearing them. Be sure to come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day. And on Fridays, we do Free For All Fridays. Follow me at Drumdums on all my socials. Support me on Patreon. Buy me a coffee. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. And Drumdum out.